13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
It's a foggy start to the day, but don't worry, our St. Patrick's Day overall looks great. Story changes tomorrow. We'll have the details on our severe threat coming up.
Some people are giving a Central Georgia Animal Control Agency a second look. What one woman says happened to her dog in Lawrence County and how the county administrator is responding. Plus, you could get a pay bump, the measure Georgia's governor signed this week, and what it means for state workers and teachers.
Since the 1960s, Dublin's Exchange Club has hosted their annual pancake supper, which is why it's such a great time. Find out how it helps the community.
Well, good Thursday morning. You're taking a live look over a beautiful downtown Macon. You can see it's really foggy out there. The time is now 6:31 a.m. on this March the 17th. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Wanye Reese on this St. Patrick's Day, and we're hoping that we'll have a little bit of luck in this forecast, Courtney.
And we will, that's for sure, by the afternoon. We just have to get rid of the fog. This morning we do have a dense fog advisory in effect until 10 o'clock. And you can see some dense fog already popping up across the area, especially along 75 south of Macon and parts of Peach County, Houston County, Crawford County, also parts of Taylor County and Dooley County. Along 16, it looks like you at least have a mile of visibility, so still probably looking a little dreary out there, but nothing dense. That's mainly in places like Macon and west of 75. You're looking live on top of Atrium Health Navicent. Really hard to see anything here, just the street lights for the most part. 50 in the city of Macon. And area-wide, we are generally in the low 50s, 50 in Warner Robins, 49 in Montezuma, and in Forsyth, 52 in Dublin, and 51 in Wrightsville. So maybe a light jacket, not a bad idea, but today you won't need the rain jacket. We'll have a lot of sunshine by lunchtime. Temperatures in the low 60s, and then we'll head into the low to mid 70s for that ride home a little bit later today. Enjoy all the sunshine. Yes, we are going to get lucky with our St. Patrick's Day forecast. Not so much tomorrow. I'm going to break down our severe threat. That's in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. Lawrence County Animal Control now coming under fire following dog abuse complaints. Now, Macon is one of several people who contacted us about problems with the group. She says her family signed off on papers to put their pit bull down named Dixie. However, she found out from an activist organization on Facebook their dog was still alive but malnourished.
Thinking that they had been deceased for almost a month now, just to log on to Facebook and see that she was being let to starve and was being neglected.
Radfield says her family called Animal Control to take in their pets after their dogs Dixie and Ruby got into a fight. Animal Control originally told the family they had to sign surrender papers. It was because Radfield's mom got hurt bad enough to go to the hospital after breaking up the fight. Even though the dogs weren't going after her, Animal Control told the family Dixie had to be put down. Later, the Radfields discovered Dixie was still alive, but was much thinner after more than a month there. County Administrator Brian Rogers denies staff neglected the dog.
The dog was not, emaciated and being treated inhumanely. Now, was he skinnier when the people released him? Yeah, because they kept him inside and fed him table scraps all the time, things like that. We feed dogs dog food.
A rescue organization posted a photo of the day Dixie went in on January the 10th and the day that she left in mid-February. You can see that photo on our website at 13wmaz.com. Radfield says the situation has taken an emotional toll on her family. Right now, Dixie is in the hands of an out-of-state rescue organization that's looking for a new home for her. The family's other dog, Ruby, went to a shelter instead of Animal Control, and her owners say she had a much better outcome. Right now, a man is in jail and a Monroe County deputy and his canine partner are recovering after a chase ended in a crash. The sheriff's office says just after 3:30 yesterday afternoon, deputies tried to stop a car heading south on I-75. The driver, 33-year-old Juan Boone, sped off, which started about a 4-mile chase. That ended with a deputy and Boone both crashing. The sheriff's office says Boone ran away, but they later found and arrested him. He faces a charge of fleeing and eluding an officer. Also right now, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office is trying to find the person responsible for vandalizing a recently finished mural. The Macon Transit Authority believes someone spray painted their new artwork Spirit of Macon last week. The mural took artist Abraham Abibi 23 days to paint, and he just finished it in January. The Transit Authority says Abibi will fix the damaged areas today. The Sheriff's Office says they're currently looking for a person of interest in the case. The time is now 6:34 a.m. Let's get you to your headlines from across the state. The search is on for this 1-year-old girl from South Fulton County. There's an Amber Alert out for Callie McLean. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children says it's believed that 33-year-old Aaron McLean took her. Right now, investigators are looking for a black 2022 Land Rover with Florida license plate CHS 7803. If you have any information, you can call 911. Well, some Georgia workers could see extra money in their wallets. This comes after Governor Brian Kemp signed an amended budget yesterday. It includes pay boosts for state employees, hundreds of millions of dollars to restore education cuts, and sets aside more than $1 billion for tax refunds. The amended budget covers the year ending in June and includes $5,000 pay boosts for state agency employees and $2,000 bonuses for teachers and other school workers. We now know who will be Georgia's next Supreme Court Chief Justice. The justices of Georgia's highest court selected state Supreme Court presiding Justice Michael Boggs to take over when the current Chief Justice resigns on July the 17th. They also chose Justice Neil Peterson to succeed Boggs as presiding justice. Georgia Chief Justices serve a single 4-year term leading the state's judicial branch. Braves fans, it looks like it's the end of the Freddie Freeman era in Atlanta. The first baseman posted a farewell note to Instagram yesterday, telling the fan base he loves Braves country and it was an honor being a part of the organization for the past 15 years. Negotiations on a new contract for Freeman seemingly stalled after the team's World Series victory this past fall. His future was essentially sealed Monday when the Braves traded for Matt Olson. We are definitely going to miss you, Mr. Freeman. Happening today, if you're looking for a job in the medical field, you can head to a healthcare-focused career fair. Central Georgia Tech says they'll host the event on their Warner Robins campus. You can meet with employees from Houston Healthcare, Atrium Health Navicent, Taylor Regional Hospital, and other medical employers. The event starts at 8:30 this morning. But that's not the only job fair happening in the International City today. Robins Regional Chamber will host one inside the North Houston Sports Complex. There will be over 40 businesses there looking to fill 1,600 positions. Career opportunities cover manufacturing, food processing, HR, insurance sales, engineering, hospitality, finance, and technical work on the base. Lord have mercy. Now, the job fair happens this afternoon from 2:30 to 5. St. Patrick's Day is here, and one event in Dublin will have you spending a little green and flipping out with excitement. Find out the history behind the pancake supper and what other events you can check out to get in the St. Patrick's Day spirit. And it's almost time to roll out the pink carpet for the Cherry Blossom Festival in Macon, and it wouldn't be complete without the beautiful trees. Hear from one gardener who helps make sure that they are a reality. The time is now 6:37 a.m. Thank you so much for staying with 13 WMAZ Morning. St. Patrick's Day is today. Courtney, the weather is going to be great, and we have the Cherry Blossom Festival happening this weekend, and the forecast is going to be nice once we get past Friday.
That's right. Yeah, Friday, of course, the day where we're going to be watching for severe weather. But overall, the first weekend when a lot of the events are going to go on, whether you're heading to the Cherry Blossom Festival or you're heading to the St. Patrick's Day Festival here in Dublin, where you're looking, the weather will be fantastic. So we're going to cover it all. Right now, you're looking live on top of the Fred Roberts building in Dublin. You can see fairly foggy out there. It doesn't look like any dense fog in the city of Dublin right now, but we do have some dense fog across the area. Now, I grabbed this shamrock again because our executive producer, Taylor, I know you can hear me back there, so now you can see why we don't wear green. I actually have it in my hand. You just can't see it. This is why we don't wear green, because if I put this in front of my dress, you can actually see the street of Dublin. So if I wore green, you would only see my head. This is why we can't wear green on St. Patrick's Day. So no pinching the meteorologist, because we just simply can't take part in the green wearing part of this holiday. All right, everyone, good morning. As you're getting ready to head out the door, it's chilly out there, 52 in the city of Dublin. And with that fog out there this morning, just be sure you're driving extra carefully, especially along 75 and counties west of 75, places like Crawford, Peach, Taylor, Macon counties. You've been a hot spot for the dense fog this morning, and we could experience dense fog through about 10 o'clock this morning, dense being less than a quarter mile of visibility. I know personally in Houston County this morning, I ran into some, and it was very difficult to see. So just pack your patience today, drive very carefully this morning. Through the rest of the afternoon, though, we have a great looking day on the way for your St. Patrick's Day forecast. I love this graphic. It's so much fun. By 9 o'clock, while we still could have some fog around, temperatures will be in the low 50s. It's going to take a while to warm up, of course, with that fog and, of course, the sun rising a little bit later. By 1 o'clock, temperatures in the mid 60s, and then 5 p.m., heading home from work today, temperatures in the mid 70s. Or, of course, what else is going on at 5 o'clock? That green pancake pancake supper going on in Lawrence County. If you're heading out to that, it'll be a great evening for it. Now, the story does change tomorrow. That's going to be thanks to a cold front that is going to bring severe weather to parts of, it looks like, Texas and parts of Louisiana and Mississippi. And then tomorrow, we are going to watch for the potential for severe storms. All of the area currently under a severe threat. Most of the area under a level 1 of 5 threat, so indicating our threat's going to be isolated. But you can see that level 2 out of 5 threat has nudged into parts of Upson County, parts of Taylor, Macon, and Crawford County. What we're going to be looking for, damaging wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour and heavy rainfall. Those, I think, are going to be the big ones. Can't rule out hail. We are going to be warm out ahead of this, so we are going to have that fuel for storms to allow for all of that process that creates hail. I was about to explain it, but it's just going to take too long. I don't have the time for that to explain the hail process, but also the potential for some tornadoes as well. Needless to say, you need to be weather aware tomorrow, and the timing is going to be heat of the day, so that is going to allow for that severe threat to persist throughout the afternoon hours. By 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so heading to work and school, you don't have to worry about any rain or storm activity. You're looking good to go. But pack that umbrella with you. Also have a way to receive weather warnings. The 13 WMAZ app is great for that, just in case any warnings fire up. And of course, with that potential for tornadoes, you always want to stay extra weather aware. By 1 o'clock, the front starts to knock on the door of our northwestern counties along this very heavy rain, straight line damaging wind gusts, maybe an embedded tornado. Come 4 o'clock, it does look like the front wants to fall apart a little bit with the exception of our southern counties. But either way, we're still going to be looking for the potential for severe weather at this point. So for the ride home tomorrow, it might be a little bit messy. Keep that in mind. But by 6, 7 o'clock, we're done with our severe threat and we can continue on with our evening. Could maybe have a few trailing showers very early Saturday morning, so before sunrise, but that shouldn't cause any problems for any events over the weekend. Stay weather aware tomorrow, and then again a few early morning showers Saturday, but otherwise the weekend looks great and we'll stay dry through Tuesday. Our next rain chance will be on the way for Wednesday of next week.